I'm laughing because this is my third attempt at this video. I keep accidentally bumping the stop button. Hello, it is I, she who has emerged from burnout, but is still struggling. Anyway, I've been noticing something lately. I've noticed for a long time, and I wonder if I can find the language to express this. How will she go? Let's give it a crack. There's a lot of content out there targeted toward people somewhat disconnecting from the parent that they are, such as, you are more than a mother, invest in self-care. I absolutely agree that self-care is paramount, first and foremost, vitally important, because in taking care of ourselves, we are modelling to our children how to consider ourselves, and we are managing the energy and the presence that we bring around our families. And how we get along in the world is directly linked to how our children may or may not get on in the world. So self-care, yes, important. Parenting can be hard, hardcore. I see a lot of jokes about children being small terrorists. Yes, sometimes they are. But I rarely see content that encourages parents to connect with the parent that they are. And whilst being a parent is just a small part or one aspect of our identity as human beings, it's a pretty big one. You know, we don't have to be grossly engaged and involved and immersed with just being a parent all of the time. But I know how my life changed when I learnt how to connect with my children in ways that were mutually fulfilling and beneficial. So I don't see a lot of content around this, and I think it's so sad that there isn't a lot of stuff out there that shows parents how to be a human being and a parent too, and enjoy it. And whilst I absolutely accept and recognise that for many of us, the practice of parenting is completely different to the theory that we held on to. Some of us have recognised that parenting may not be what we thought it would be, and not something we would choose again. And whilst that might sound confronting for some people, that is the reality of others. I don't believe there's a good or bad or a right or wrong. There just is what exists. And this is why I think it is really important for people to be supported, to connect with their parent selves, the part of themselves that is leading and connecting and guiding little people. Because the myth is that that's all we do, that we teach our children how to be in the world and that's it. You know, my greatest teachers have been my children, and I've learnt the most about them and myself and the world through the greatest battles we've had and the challenges that I've had in being disconnected from my intuition in how to engage with them and connect with them. I hope this is making sense. Anyway, I have this as a huge part of my philosophy as a professional, as a parent, and particularly as an autistic person. Connection is everything. Socialization sucks. Connection is everything. Two totally different things. So part of my program that I designed for families is centered around being able to connect with our autistic children in ways that we enjoy, where we can relax, where we can enjoy our lives, where we can be Kristy, the person. And then we can also be Kristy, the parent, and feel good and joyous about that. Because I think that there are so many people that think that is not possible for them, particularly when they're raising children with diverse needs, because we tend to become so overwhelmed with all the things that we should be doing. We forget to just enjoy being. And our children just want us to be. They just want us to be present in the moment with them. And that can be hard. That can be really, really difficult for some people. And I get it, because that was me for a really long time. And of course it still is from time to time, because I'm a human. So, in saying all of this, I would really love the opportunity to offer 3 spots in the next round of In-Tune Families on October 7th to people who are having financial difficulties. If you send me an email at support@intunepathways.com.au, I will put your name into a program on the computer and randomly draw out 3 names. You don't have to give me any information about your personal situation. I just trust that you're honest and you need the help. The program is a 12-week online program. The first half is centered around what autism is from an autistic perspective. So we talk about the criteria and we break it down and we go, you know what, that doesn't really mean that. Here's what autistic people say about this. You can learn how to support your autistic loved ones. You can learn about what we need, what makes us feel good, what is challenging for us. And then in the second half of the program, you will receive a gorgeous book that I designed with some simple reflective writing exercises so we can tap into our thinking, the stories and the narratives we're living out, and how to make small changes in order to make huge changes, not scary changes, wonderful changes. We learn to live harmoniously as a family, to have all of our needs met, to engage and connect with each member of the family together and individually. We learn how to create a blueprint for a life that works for us, that feels good for us. We learn how to set healthy boundaries. We learn how to communicate with educators, professionals, partners, how to connect with our partners. We learn about self-care. And there are a number of autistic experts that I have interviewed who are in different areas, such as transitioning to employment from school, parenting autistic children, advocating for our children in the school system, our sensory worlds, panicking that I have forgotten people and they'll go, oh, you forgot to talk about me. I apologize. There's just so much in the program that it's hard for me to remember everything. Gender diversity, and we're looking at health, mental health. So there's a lot in there, and there's also 2 webinars included. One's on autism and anxiety, and the other is on managing stress and meltdowns in the family home. We have a beautiful sacred space where parents come together and support each other. It's a gorgeous, respectful, loving, generous space. And I would be so thrilled to welcome you into that space. You can work at your own pace, or you can work with other families. It's entirely up to you. Let's reconnect with ourselves and our parent selves and our children and our families and our lives together. Let's do that.